How's it going, you guys? Currently, I'm transitioning between jobs, so I haven't been uploading as much. But I've been thinking about this one idea, and it's what I would have done if I was 18 years old. I see a lot of YouTube videos where guys who are middle aged say stuff they regret, mistakes they made, what they wish they would have done when they were in their 20s. But for me, I'm 22 years old. It's only like a 4 year gap to where I was 18. But I still do see stuff that, hey, I could have done that when I was 18 years old. I can think of three major things I would have done differently. So the first thing is I would have avoided debt as much as possible. I would have avoided college entirely, and I would have just worked full time in any job. I would have saved a lump sum of money, and I would use that lump sum of money to invest in the stock market when it crashed. I did the same thing in my own life. Spring of 2020, COVID happened, markets crashed. I started investing my money. But if I had a full-time job and I had a lump sum of money was coming in, I would have been able to consistently invest in the stock market and be able to get even bigger profit out of it. Now, to go further on the debt aspect, I would have avoided financing a vehicle unless I was doing rideshare like Uber or Lyft, or I was doing pizza delivery. Those are the only two cases I would have financed a vehicle. But to recap on this, I would have worked full time in any job, lived with my parents, save a lump sum of money, and use that lump sum of money to invest in the stock market when it completely crashed in spring 2020. And I would have consistently invested to get an even bigger profit than I did in my own life. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is I would have been the most selfish prick out there. I would have not been generous financially to anyone outside of my parents. A mistake I made in 2022 is I was traveling. I was just traveling, driving around the United States to get it out of my system. And I had money saved up, so I was just helping everybody I met. And it's my fault. I got financially taken advantage of. It's my fault. And I was just wanting to help people out. And money was just draining and draining and draining. I panicked eventually and I just fled back home. But I learned about myself as a person. During good times where I have money saved up, I have money coming in, I'm the most generous person in the world. I'll help everybody out. Hey, yeah. I'll give up my time for people, right? But once the money goes down to a certain point, I'm just like the most selfish prick you can meet. I don't even want to go out. I don't even want to do anything. I just want to spend time alone. I want to enjoy my time alone. And that's what I realized about myself. And I don't know if that's who I am, but that's what happened during hard times. During hard times, I just wanted to spend my time alone and fix my crap, get my crap together. Right now, transitioning between jobs, going back home, it's a good time of introspection, and it makes me really enjoy my time being alone. I have this purpose inside of me to show people new places, but if I don't have the financial means to do so, then I'm not going to be able to do that. I have to spend my time alone instead of spending my time with others to fulfill my purpose. And that's what I'm realizing about myself, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have that time of introspection. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is the gym. I would have started the gym when I was in high school. I was fat, chubby, overweight, borderline obese in high school. I should have started the gym then, because if I was lifting weights, eating healthy, I would have lost weight. And if I was losing weight, most of the weight I would lose would be the body fat. I would maintain the muscle and lose the body fat, and I'll be able to have a decent physique. It would be better than the physique I have now, that's for sure. I still am making progress right now, but I'm saying, like, if I started in high school, I would be in a much better position physically than I am now. I'm just saying, like, if you're younger, if you're in middle school, high school, beginning of college, start the gym now. I became anorexic at one point, and I was just binge eating to where I gained around 25 pounds, and most of that was body fat because I didn't even go to the gym at that time. So it's important for you to know, if you're losing weight and you're fat, make sure you lift weights so you can maintain the muscle. If you're really skinny and you're eating a lot, make sure you lift weights so you can gain muscle. And I'm just following what people I follow online tell me. Like, I'm not the best person out there when it comes to the gym because I don't have enough experience at the gym. I only have like a year of going to it consistently. But yeah, I would just recommend looking into it, looking into other creators when it comes to improving your physicality. Now, to conclude, there are three major things I would have done differently if I was 18. So I would have got a full-time job, any job, and I would have been living with my parents. I would have been saving a lump sum of money to where when the stock market crashed, I would have been consistently investing in it so I can get a high return. And I would have avoided debt as much as possible. I would skip college and I would not finance a vehicle unless I was doing Uber, Lyft, or doing pizza delivery. And the second thing is I would have been as selfish as possible. I would not be generous to anybody outside of my parents. And I would practice delayed gratification. So I would save money to where I can travel around the world for about 6 months to just get it out of my system. So I can just come back home, be refreshed, still have money, and be ready to go to work. And the last thing is I would have started the gym sooner, like in high school, and I would have been in a much better physical position than I am now. But yeah, there are some things I did right when I was 18 years old. You know, I started building up my credit score. I started investing in the stock market. I started really thinking about what I'm putting in my body in terms of food. Like, why should I eat food with added seed oils and added sugar? You know, just the basics. And even though I did some things right, I could have done some more things right. And that's the point I'm making. If you're in middle school, high school, beginning of college watching this, I just hope this video provides some value to you. I love you guys. God bless you. And I hope to see you soon. Thank you.